All right, welcome to Guitar in the Park. I've been playing guitar in the park, and that's where a lot of my thoughts come about life, going through life, music. So yeah, I figured I'd record myself and just while playing, talk about life and the struggles that we go through, and being able to be ourselves. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna start. Right now, I'm currently in Israel, Jerusalem, in this park in Nachlaot. Um, what's coming to mind is, this past week, I've been in Israel for a week already, and the first week I was here, I went up north, I was in Zichron Yaakov, these beautiful, stunning, gorgeous beaches, and after I was like, okay, where do I want to go next? And I was like, should come to Shalayim. Do I want to go back there? It was my old yeshiva days there, and I was like, you know what? Let me come back. And I came back to Shalayim, and it's been really beautiful and nice, and just sitting here for Sukkot. But one of the things that I'm seeing, so there's tons of people here, everyone's doing their thing, the shuk is busy, right? Everyone's going, getting their iced coffees, their meats, their this, and there's always something to do, and it's just a glimpse of life. That life is, there's always something to do, we're always running, and what I find many people are going through, including myself, is that we're going through, there's always something next, what do we want to do, and learning to be able to be in the moment. And for me, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit on Yafa, and just sat and just enjoyed. And sometimes it's hard for me to just sit and just be. And then there are times that I feel, wow, this is so simple, and it's just, I'm okay with myself. And that's I think the key that I'm seeing is just being okay with yourself. Someone came over to me yesterday and they said, they're like, wow, you put yourself out there and, being fully expressed. And I was like, wow, I felt so honored that someone come to share that with me. And it just got me thinking that we're human beings on this world, and we want to be able to be ourselves, be expressive ourselves. That's why I'm making this video here, is just to be like, hey, I am here right now because you're listening to me. And we don't have to be perfect, and that's okay. It's a D, it's a C. I'll play you some songs. My favorite. My joy is like a spring so warm, and makes flowers bloom all over the earth. It's like a river of tears, sunrise and the things of fortunes. I'm playing without a capo. I usually play with a capo. It's something a little different. It's harder for me to press the keys. Either way, that's my schmooze for today. And people to be able to be themselves. And I realize it's such a hard thing today. It is. Another thing I was thinking about is, I've been doing a lot of this, putting myself out there, growth. And there are times that, I was like, I got this figured out. I learned how to get into my body, and almost sort of better than other people. That's definitely crossed my mind. And what I'm seeing more for myself is that I'm not better. I just want to walk with people. I've been through what I've been through. You've been through what you've been through, and we could help each other, guide each other, so we could live a more powerful, beautiful life. I think this concept of the gurus of oh, I know better, and let me help you, and so I'm gonna figure out your life. That's not real. Just straight up. And I've seen it a lot, and the ego is so powerful that it wants to say, oh, I know better, and for sure, of course, like, there's parts of us we go through things and we do know, but it's also to allow people to go through their own experiences, figure things out themselves. Just because I figured something out doesn't mean I could tell somebody, I could give someone insights, but they have to go through their own process and to figure that out. And that's really what leaders are, and the people that are, there's a helicopter or something going on here. They are to help you, they are to guide you so you could see for yourself what's inside you, because at the end of the day, we all have it inside of us. It's somewhere there. It might be locked up, it might be buried, it might be generations buried, and past traumas and all that, whatever there is, but it's there. And when we could, unlock that, and sometimes when we see something in somebody, when we see something in somebody, we unlock something in ourselves, right? When I see in you is what I see in me. And that's really what this work is about, is allowing people to see for themselves. And when that person said, hey, wow, I see the way you express yourself and whatever, I'm inspired, it's something in that person that wants to be expressed. And I was like, yeah, heck yeah, express yourself. Like, what would the world look like if we would be able to express ourselves? We could be more authentic, more honest, we could be open to communication, because we wouldn't be hiding on this paradigm of like, oh, I'm perfect, and I don't know, be a more peaceful place. And at the same time, life has to keep going on and keep moving, and it's not going to be a perfect world, and that's part of God. The way He created this world is, and He created us, we're not perfect, and this world's never going to be perfect, and that is the same beauty. And that's why expressing yourself, you're not going to be perfect, because we're all different from each other. None of us are the same, and the world's, we've come to a place that we all want to be exactly alike and have the same, look the same way and be the same way and have the music the same way. And one of the things that I'm saying, learning to play music this year, is that it's creating my own music and creating who I am, which is, it's scary. It's like, well, I want to sound like that because that's what I've heard and that was inspired me, but that's not my true essence. My true essence is me, Meir Simcha, whoever you are. And finding that and letting that play out. And what I've seen, I learned from my elders that the music, that the people that I've been inspired to, it's their full expression of who they are. And they're not here to tell me they're not here to say, hey, copy my expression. They're here to say, hey, this is my expression. What's your expression? קטן כגדול, עזרה אמונה בלב האנשים, אמונה בעצמם, יכולתם ובחיים. And it's like, God, here I am crying out. And the last thing I'm going to share about is what's really going, like, thoughts that are going through over this holiday and traveling. And I have spent a lot of time alone by myself, figuring out my next move. It's my first time coming to Israel, and just like without a plan, and just like seeing, okay, what wants to turn up, what wants to come through, where do I want to go? And I've had to be with myself a lot. And I think that makes us actually powerful in this world, right? We're always like following other people. Okay, like, what's this person doing? I want to do that. But what happens when we tune into ourselves and go inward and say, hey, what do I want right now? Not about other people. And it might not align with anybody, and you might just be there stuck on a park bench playing guitar. But I feel like but ultimately, isn't that better than doing something that you don't want, being around, something that you don't enjoy, being around people that you don't enjoy? You'd rather be with yourself. And it's, some people look at me like, wow, that's freaking hard, or you're crazy. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. But when you're happy with inside, and again, I'm not saying I'm perfect happy, but when there's a certain sense of content of like, this is who I am, I'm owning that, this is what I'm about, I'm Mayor Shadowski, playing guitar on the park bench, and I freaking own that. What's life? Life's beautiful. It's amazing. We're not looking for other people's approvals anymore. Like that whole world is gone. It's getting burnt down. We're just being able to be ourselves. And I think there was a lot in this world that people wanted to, like have everyone's approval and want to be liked, and but I need to like myself because I live with myself every day. Alright, I think that's it for the Park of the Guitar. I have to forget what it's called. The Park of the Guitar. Appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Heck yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next episode.